This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Columbus fifth wheel travel trailer. The model number is 382FB. So this is not a floor plan video, it's more of a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work. We still haven't finished cleaning it, so it's a little dirty, but it'll be clean within a few hours. So, okay. So we have a automatic stabilizing system, auto leveling, I should say. So it's a 6-point system. You can see you got 3 jacks on each side. I'll show you how that works when we get to the controller for it. There's a controller outside, and then there's another one on the touch screen. Okay, you have 2 awnings. They're powered awnings with LED strips. This is a hookup here for a grill or a griddle. That just gets you into the LP system. Your vent for your furnace. This is your water heater here. See if I can get this one-handed. Yep. Alright, so I'll set this here. So this works on both gas and electric. It's a 10-gallon tank. The switches are inside the trailer, so I'll show you the gas switch and the electric switch. There's a gas burner here, obviously, and then there's a electric heating element behind this cover. This is the drain for it. It takes a 1 3/16 socket, and it also has an anode rod attached to it, so it's long. Okay. Never run the water heater without water in it. If you drain it out, which you'll do time to time, make sure when you put the plug back in you fill it before you turn it on. Okay? Alright, so this is the kill switch for your battery right here. So, pretty straightforward. You just can turn the battery off. You have controls out here, analog controls out here for your slide rooms and your awnings. You also have it inside on the touch panel. TV hookup here. This is the vacuum, your vacuum system here, and these are all the attachments in this blue mesh bag. They're all the attachments for your system. Okay. You have different cranks here. All right. You have 2 30-pound LP tanks. Your battery is up here in the front. Your other 30-pounders behind that door there. This is your outside leveler here. The thing to remember about this, when you're using this one, to turn it on, you push both arrows at the same time. You see it lit up there. You're going to use auto level and hitch height. Those are the only 2 you really need to use. You can retract all, but remember it'll nosedive the trailer. So you don't want to, I don't want that door to swing in the wind here. That it won't hurt anything unless you have something under the nose and you retract it. Something's gonna get squished. So keep that in mind. Hitch height and auto level. So hitch height is the last height the trailer was at right before you auto leveled. So if we just unhooked from a trailer right now, let's say you pull from a truck, you pull your tow vehicle away and push auto level, right? It'll auto level. Then when you're getting ready to leave, after staying your week or 2 weeks or whatever you got, push auto hitch height and it'll put it right back in the same position it was before you auto leveled. So you theoretically should be able to slide right underneath it. Okay. This is your power inverter. So this inverts power and it converts power, this trailer. This device here inverts, meaning it takes 12-volt DC and inverts it to 110 AC. I would think that this probably runs your refrigerator, but we'll know when we get inside. But keep in mind, this unit both inverts and converts. Inverting, like I said, is going from 12-volt DC to 110 AC. Conversion is going from 110 AC to 12-volt DC. I'll show you the converter when we get to it. All right. Okay, so let me close this one because it's windy out. Then you have your water up here. Okay. Okay, so you have your water up here. It's all self-explanatory. You have your valves here. You have your city water hookup right here. And then you have all these different valves, and you have the 5 different diagrams. So if you wanted to, let's say you hooked your city water hose up to here and you want to use city water, you're gonna go like that. And these 4 valves match up to that. If you're camping someplace without city water and you want to pre-fill the tank, you would go to power fill tank, and this will fill your onboard tank, and then you can use the pump to pump it. When you're doing that, you would switch to this configuration here, dry camping, okay? You have winterize, sanitize, all that. This is your black tank flush right here. So you would want the black tank open. The valve should be open before you turn on the water for your black tank flush. Always remember that. You have a outside pump switch here, and you have an inside too. Cable and satellite through, and you have a canister for a water filter. Okay? Alrighty. Your ice maker, when you get ready to use it, if you use the ice maker, the valve is right down there. So that's why it tells you there's an ice maker valve there. Alright. You got a 50 amp system, so you got a 50 amp power cord. We give you a 30 amp adapter and a 20 amp adapter with it, so you can plug into just about anywhere if you need to. Alright. You have a ladder, which makes it easy to inspect your roof. The manufacturer states every 90 days you should inspect your roof, so you want to have somebody go up there or go up there yourself and look around, make sure everything's in good shape. No damage to the roofing material or to the roofing attachments by, let's say, low branches or road debris. No separation of any of the caulking, anything like that. It should be part of your regular maintenance. Odds are you won't have to do anything up there for years, but you inspect it because you can't see what's happening up there from the ground. You have to be up there and look around, okay? In the center, that's a housing for a backup camera. I think this one's getting a backup camera, so I'll look at the paperwork before I go any further with it. But so that's basically the outside. Okay. Here, this is your vacuum here. You can see where your attachments go, and then you can sweep right up to that thing and kick it on, and it'll suck up all the dirt like a dustpan. This is the converter. I showed you the power inverter up front. Well, this is the power converter. You start, when you're plugged in, you have 12 volt, or you have 110 AC, and you have 110 AC circuit breakers like you'd see at home, and then they're all labeled here, right? Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here, so you got 12 volt fuses and a couple of 3 breakers, and they're all labeled. This is also a battery tender, so it'll also send it'll send so much energy your battery needs up front, and it'll always keep it charged up when you're plugged in. Okay? That's the power converter. AC to DC. So that the inverter, I can see, does run your refrigerator. So that's the main thing with that. It allows you to keep your refrigerator running when you're traveling down the road and that sort of thing. Always use this. Screws right into here. Never travel without it, otherwise you'll dent your doors up. Okay, so here we are at your touch panel. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but we'll turn on all the lights. Okay, and then you can see you have your slide rooms here, your leveling system here. I showed you outside. You have a controller here. You have more options. Basically, you can operate the jacks independently of each other, that sort of thing. Okay. Okay. So let me back out here so I can go down farther. Giving you another chance. There we go. Okay. Then your awnings here, your monitor panel, which is, you know, you can turn your electric water heater on and off right here using electricity. You can use the gas burner right here. Remember, never run it without water in it. You have tank heaters in this trailer, which are heating pads on the tank, so you can extend your camping season. You turn that on there. Your water pump is turned on there. So all your controls are right here. And then to your main panel here. You can turn the lights off independently of each other, or you can just use the master all on, all off. Here are your tank levels here, so it does everything. let me look around here so you can see. This controller is for your vent on your roof. It operates the lid on the vent plus the fan speed and all that remotely from here. And this is, of course, for your ceiling fan. Okay. You have a little kind of pantry here. I think it's the butler's pantry, so your butler can stay in here. You have to get a little stool for him or something. But you have a chiller there, just a refrigerator, and all kinds of storage for your stuff. Okay. Let me just see what we're doing here. Yeah, so always make sure any of these sliding doors are latched when you're traveling. Otherwise, they'll get all banged up. So always remember to do that. Your keys are hanging on your faucet here. I showed you the refrigerator. Like I said, always keep that knob, that piece screwed in that keeps the doors from flying open. Your microwave works like any other microwave. You have 2-speed vent on it plus a light. Your oven, it's self-explanatory. I don't know if the gas is turned on or not. We'll see here. Yeah, it is. See, so it's that simple. You just turn it to where you want it, to the high, let's say, and then push it and start it. It works like that for the oven and for the burners. Plus, you have extra lights here, and I have an oven light down here. Okay. This, of course, is a plugs plus USB charging. Okay. Alrighty. All kinds of storage here for just about everything. Yet, I thought there was a spice rack here, but I guess not. Okay. You have GBL system, or not a GBL, but you got a JBL system here. This is the base speaker. Your controls are over here. Then you have your inputs here for like a USB drive. If you want to put all your music on a USB stick and take it with you. You also have an HDMI in there. You have 3 speaker zones. This room is A, B will be up front, and C will be outside. You have Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly from your phone or your tablet. You got radio, you got everything you need. And of course your TV here. This is latched into place here, so you got to go like this. You have storage behind it. Always make sure that green light is on. There's a little switch next to it, but you want that LED glowing if you're going to use the antenna. That tells you that the antenna is turned on. Okay. Okay. So you have your shades, and then you have your regular. Come on, don't mess with me now. There we go. So you have your regular shades, and then you have your screens there. This is a hide-a-bed here, so you're going to pull the back cushions completely off and set them aside. Then you'll grab it down here, fold it out, drop the legs, and you got a really comfortable 3-panel bed. You have recliners here. You have power for it, so they're powered recliners for the footrest in the back. Okay. You have 2 chairs out right now. You should always fasten your chairs down like the other one is. That's just so they don't bounce around and break a window or dent something, right? You have 2 more chairs underneath your bed. Okay. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector right here. It should always be green like it is. If it's not, get it serviced. All right. Let me look around a little bit. I think we're doing good here. Let's go a little farther. Another TV back here. There's your remote for it. Underneath here, like I stated, if I can get it up with one hand, there's a lever here somewhere. There we go. You can see you got your other chairs under here. Okay. Always latch your doors so they don't slide and damage something. Anytime you see these things here, those are just sensors for the HVAC system. Alrighty. Okay. So, shower, always keep it latched when you're traveling so you don't break the doors. You're, like with all trailers, the toilet sits right over a black tank, so you got a flush pedal here. When you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water. Then you're going to put a dose of chemical in the bowl. Then you'll stand on the pedal long enough to put at least a gallon of water in there, along with your chemical. Then it's ready to be used. If you don't do that, the smell will be terrible. Plus, it can get clogged up. So always make sure you take care of that. All right. What do we got here? This is a pre-wired and plumbed for a washer-dryer combo or a stackable. You can use either one in here. Okay, but you see the plumbing in the GFCIs. Here, let me turn it on here. You got a pretty big closet space here, wardrobe stuff, shoe rack. At least I think that's what that is. I guess it's whatever you want it to be. Okay, so I'm looking. I think we've pretty much covered it. You have another fan just like the one up in the main area, except you can reach it from here, so it looks like you don't get a remote with it. I don't see one anywhere anyway, so that's what that is. This device here, it's pre-wired for this, so if your family uses a lot of Wi-Fi, this is a public Wi-Fi signal booster here. It's just pre-wired for that. If you scan this code, it'll take you and teach you more about the product if you want to purchase it. It'll consist of an antenna on the roof and a router box that fits right here. So you'll have a router for all your family's devices to hook up to, and then you'll just hook your system to the public Wi-Fi by going to a web address and picking out the campground Wi-Fi. If they give you a password, you'll type that in, and you'll all your phones will attach at once, and you'll get a really good signal. So if you use a lot of Wi-Fi, that's a good option. Okay, I think we've got it pretty much here. Just want to look around and make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting the roof regularly, every 90 days or so. You just want to make sure nothing's happening up there that you don't know about. It should be part of your regular maintenance. Right now there's water in the system. It's not winterized, so you got to talk to our people when you come to pick up and see if that's the way you want it. Or it's getting close to, it's getting cooler outside, so I don't know if you're going to use it or what. So make sure you talk about that. And like I said, this inverts power and it converts power. So when it comes to inverting, going from DC to AC, just a refrigerator, or the main function is the refrigerator. It's an AC refrigerator. So when you're pulling down the road, it's basically inverting the battery energy to AC power to run your refrigerator, and then the battery's being charged by the tow vehicle's alternator. See, so that's what the main function. When it comes to the converter, just the opposite. All the 12 volt is coming from the converter. Unless the AC power is cut off, then the DC power will come from the battery. Okay? And this, like I said, when you're plugged in to shore power, your power converter will charge the battery. When you're towing it, your tow vehicle's alternator through the charge line will charge it. Okay? Alrighty. Oh, I forgot about the fireplace. The fireplace has a small remote with it. It's actually a space heater, so you can set the temperature on it. You can change the color of the crystals, that sort of thing. There's a timer. So it's a really good space heater. So on those days where you don't quite need the furnace, you've got a limited supply of LP, you can use campground electricity and use it to heat your main living area. So, okay? All right, thank you very much.